Hello, Lions, and welcome to Meteorologist Monday, October 14th at Linde Elementary School. I am Mr. Garcia, your assistant principal, and there is no other place I would rather be than right here at Linde Elementary School with all of you great Lions and this great, fantastic staff. So, what is a meteorologist? Well, a meteorologist, some of you may know, is a person who studies the weather. So it's not just a casual person that looks at their weather. This is a person who studies weather patterns. They look at all sorts of things, all sorts of data. This is a huge data field. And they look at all this and they predict what's going to be happening, when a storm is going to be coming, and so forth. Okay, great new word for you. The temperature today is going to be 85 degrees, and by the end of this week, nighttime lows are actually going to be going under 50 degrees. I know I might sound like a meteorologist, but I am not. Teachers, thank you very much for getting your lunch counter attendance in. I always really appreciate that. A couple of extra announcements. The Four Square champions for the third year in a row, Francisco Hernandez Jimenez and Tyson Melendez. Wow, great job. Flag football for 4th and 5th grade starts Monday at lunch recess. Meet Mr. Roberts. 2nd and 3rd grade lunch recess on Monday is soccer with Mr. Roberts. Okay, students, again, if something happens at recess, you got pushed down, maybe you thought it was not an accident, it was on purpose, let the yard duty know. You don't wait until you get to class and let your teacher know. That's not the right time. Not the time to do it at all. You need to let the lunch yard or the yard duties know if something happens outside. All right, very good. Again, students, no toys or games brought to school from home. Home toys and games stay at home. The next thing is that food is only allowed in the cafeteria. Don't eat food before school. Don't bring chips and try to eat them out there before school starts. Sodas, drinks, whatever it is you have, that stuff is only allowed in the cafeteria. So if you do have chips in the morning, go to the cafeteria to eat them. Very simple. Okay, PBIS today, Lions. What are the 3 words of PBIS? 1, 2, 3. Respectful, responsible, safe. Very good. All of the things that I've talked about with regard to when you tell yard duties, what happened, when it comes to toys and games from home, when it comes to food, etc. All those are very much related to respectful, responsible, and safe. I won't go into it all right now, but that is exactly what's going on right there. Okay, let's take a look at some roar cards. Miss Daniels wants to recognize Brian for always being on task. Great job, Brian. Mrs. Peppa wants to recognize her whole class. Wow, very respectable. When I was eating lunch, I worked and then following lunch expectations, etc., etc. Great job. Mrs. Messick wants to recognize King. King is working so hard to be an amazing reader. Heart, Mrs. M, great job, King. And Mrs. Daniels wants to recognize Maddie, always doing the right thing and setting a great example. Great job, you guys. Very, very proud of you. All right, let's look at some birthdays for today. Today being the 14th. Cameron Lee Anderson, 11 years old in Mrs. Edwards' class. Candace Lohr, an 8-year-old in Mrs. Young's class. And let's see, Iker Nunez Gutierrez, 5 years old in Mrs. Nunez's class. A TKer. And Amare Trevino, 12 years old in Mr. Yang's class. Happy birthday, Amare. Now let's take a look at what we're having for lunch today. Today being the 14th. Beef and cheese pasta bake. Yum. Cheesy pasta bake with plant-based protein. Those plant-based things always kind of get me. But plant-based protein, it's not impossible. You have a dinner roll, you're going to have some broccoli, cucumber, squash, a bell pepper, some fresh fruit and milk. Sounds pretty good to me. I'd be very thankful if I had that for lunch. Okay, let's talk about a joke. Not really exactly a joke, but Lions, why do lobsters never give to charity? How come lobsters? Because they're shellfish. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and stand for the flag salute. Hats off, hoods off, facing the flag, hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, very good. Lions, that was fantastic. Remember, don't miss school, because when you miss school, that's right, you miss out. Be here every day. And remember, the world is a different place. The world is a better place because you're in it. So have a great day, Lions, and we'll see you around.